Hi everyone, welcome into the channel. It's Karen, Lavender Clothesline. Today is a super rainy day here on the west coast of Florida, but we are going to head out over to Bradenton thrift store. I thought we might be going to Red, White, and Blue, but that's a little bit further from the house, so I don't want to be on the roads too long. It is super flooding and raining, but hopefully the thrift stores don't have too many people shopping. That's always a great thing. Just get in the car, drive slow, get to where you're going, and then go into the store and have the whole place to yourself. That's the plan for today. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm taking you with me. It is a rainy day and the parking lot is still fairly crowded. And when I say rainy here in Florida, West Coast, it pours. It is the rainy season. I think we've had like 4 inches of rain in the past 24 hours. So I was expecting it to be a little bit less attended, but it's a good Goodwill, so let's get inside. Blue Tag is 50% off. I am on a time crunch today and we are just jumping right into it. This video is going to be a little fast and furious because I have 20 things to do today and a lot of shipping. So thank you to everybody who are making purchases in my eBay store. All right, first off, we're in furniture and we've already got stuff in the cart. And I literally have been in this store 2 minutes. So if you're looking for a relaxing, slow video, this is not gonna be the one. Look at this. This is beautiful. What are they getting for this? Is it sold? $149. It looks like it might be sold. I think Greg bought it. Greg, you got a great dresser. Beautiful. Could use a little work, but I have never seen one like this. I'm thinking this might be Mexico. I'm not sure. Stunning. Beautiful. All right, so we're in furniture. I'm going to do a 360 just like this so we can do the scope of the place. See if anything else is jumping out at us that we need to grab. I think this was it. I'd need a bigger cart. Also, mirrors are catching my attention. I know. 2 videos ago, I said we're not doing any more mirrors, but yeah, those are quite large. They're lovely, though. Not as good as the gold ones. To me, the color of the frame makes all the difference. My #1 selling mirror is always gold, and it's a gold, like a beautiful brushed, quiet gold, not a cheap gold. All right, we're going right to vases. Who is making this? Made in Chubby. This is Hobby Lobby. Good for them. This would be great as a utensil holder in an Italian tiled kitchen, like where the backsplash has Italian tiles, and then you keep your spoons and all the implements in that by the stove. We have a little southwestern piece that is made for Ashland. Is Ashland? I don't know who Ashland is. That's Walmart, right, guys? Wow, the shelves are so good today. $7.99. Beautiful piece of glass. Lots of bubbles, not controlled bubbles. Controlled bubbles are when the bubbles are manually placed in a controlled pattern. What is this? Made in Vietnam, earthenware. Selma. I guess Selma is the pattern. To me, it looks like a peacock tail pattern. Don't peacocks have that pattern? We have a piece of pottery here. It's crocked, signed. I do love that. I don't know the different stamps. $6. Oh, Cheryl and Jim. Well, I don't know who Cheryl and Jim are. Do you? So I guess we don't want their crop. That's very fancy if they gave this out as a favor, but I think somebody gifted them for their wedding. I hope Cheryl and Jim are doing well. I hope they're still together. All right, my word. This is all very surprising. I haven't been to this location probably in about 3 weeks. So I am not recognizing any of this inventory. All new. Looks all new anyway. Looks all new to me. It's a little Asian pot. That is quite lovely. $2.99. All right, we're going to turn around. I'm going to show you the cart because I started without you. Where were you? You got to be here on time. I'm just grabbing things. First out of the gate, look at this Coach handbag. This is genuine. It is older. It is $19.99. I'm gonna have to look it up. I always look for the creed inside to see if it has the authentication. This one does. You can tell it's an authentic creed. It will have a number on it, and you match that number to the style of the purse. Very clean inside. I imagine this originally had a shoulder strap. I think this is going to be a good buy. It has a little bit of wear. I always check the corners, but it's in pretty good condition. We're going to grab that. I don't want to put it on my umbrella. My umbrella is quite wet. Let's move that to the side. Make sure our cart is dry. All right, we found a little kitty. He was just waiting for us on the shelf. I love these type of kitties. $3.99. He's made out of genuine wood, and his whiskers seem pretty good. Sometimes they're missing their whiskers, but the green-eyed cats are cute. I have to look this piece up. It's a bank. I feel like I should know who this is. I'm guessing I'm not going to be getting this. Let's turn it around so we can read the stamp. They made it blurry. It looks like it's made in Florence. Is that what that says? But I will have to Google image her. We have 4. Gotta love that. Even numbers. I'm all about the even numbers. 4 Pottery Barn Portugal plates. Definitely getting those. That's $2 a plate. These make great candle trays. Like you put your candle on this. Beautiful. Very high quality. Love those. We found a blue bird of happiness. Generally, these are not very high dollar. You know, you don't get a lot for them. This one has a stamp, and it is made in somewhere. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that, I think, and blow it up. I can't tell what that says. It's a little blurry. I did find some taper candles from Pier 1 Imports. These are black with a silver drip. They are older, so these might even be vintage from Pier 1. Let's see if there's a date on them. I don't see a date, but we have Halloween coming up, so these are a definite yes. We have a glass bowl with an applied spaghetti string. I just made that up. I don't know if that's a thing. $3. Lovely. Again, very good color with fall and autumn and Halloween. All of those keywords. This will do well. It is hand blown, and the pontil mark seems fairly smooth. It seems like this person has done this before. It's not their first piece of glass that they've blown. Wow, I grabbed a lot without you guys. A little tray with a brass trim. Rachel Zoe or Zoe. I think it's Zoe. I'm not sure. $3.99. Lovely for napkins or just for a little catch-all for your jewelry. Jewelry. Did I say it right? Jewelry. And we have a beautiful blue glass dish. This one does have a bubble, which is, I'm gonna say, a flaw, but it is a flaw from time of blowing the glass. The bubble is a little raised, but it's 99 cents. We're gonna grab that. All right, guys, this is where we are officially starting. You know me, sometimes I have to put things in the cart before I turn the camera on so I can just relax into it. All right, now we're gonna go up and down the aisles and see what else there is. I'm still looking for plants for our front patio. I did bring home that fig tree, and that worked out great. You know, if you need greenery, thrift stores are the place to get it. They're so expensive in the stores, I think. Oh, this little dish is cute. This is catching my eye. I really don't need another one of these, but oh, that's really sweet. Do I want that for my house? I do have a lot of plants, but I'm gonna grab this one. It's in very good condition, nice and clean. They're bringing an empty cart back, which we know what that means. They're bringing a new cart out. We're all about the new carts. You know, when the new carts came out in Pennsylvania, people would jump on them, and the workers were great. As long as you were respectful and there were no fights, they allowed us to do that. But there was higher competition than there is here. Okay, who is making this? It's a candle holder, Slovenia. What What is that about? Oh, of course, $4.99 for each. They are crystal. It's almost like I wish the candle recess part was deeper. I wish it was a test tube. I think that would have been better because, you know, I'm now a candle designer. Oh, this does have, I don't know what that's saying, Mikasa. That is Mikasa. I think we're going to leave those. Mikasa is kind of plentiful, and I don't do well with Mikasa. I want to take a moment and give a special shout out to all of the workers in this store. Lovely, just so helpful, kind. They greet you with a good morning. Let me know if I can help you. What? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being so sweet. All right, we have Google Image Star Girl here from Florence, and she brings about between $6 and $8. So although she's adorable, and she is a bank, we're going to leave her on the shelf. Is this Ariel? This is somebody. That girl has had too much caffeine. She had the espresso from Starbucks. Oh my word. I say that a lot, don't I? Oh my word. Try not to say that anymore. That and sweet. You get stuck on certain words. When I watch back my videos, I'm like, wow, I say that word a lot. You really don't realize it until you start filming yourself. If you want to see what you really look like, what you really sound like, what words you use a lot, just film yourself. See how hard it is to not say certain words. Okay, we have a Santa up here. He's a woodland Santa. I think I have probably one left in inventory. I like them to be signed from a known artist. What? I'm not saying that these are high-end, but oh my word, those are adorable. Are they pumpkins? Are they snowmen? I don't know what they are, but we are grabbing those. That is so cute. Okay, you ready for this? I might keep these for a while. Sell them next year. Those are so cute. They have little wire arms. Adorable. We're perusing the wood aisle, the wood shelf. It's a lovely cross, crucifix. I always make sure I put my finger on the Lord to make sure that he is fully attached, as is $4.99. That is lovely. He's missing the nail here. I think I'm going to wait on that. Trying to see what else. Another piece of pottery with the agate center, $1.99. These are beautiful. I'm wondering if I have a couple of these in inventory. My shelves are full right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I keep all of my eBay inventory in my garage, and I try to stay as organized as possible. But when it is filled with inventory, wow. Okay, these come from, this is not Guatemala. Somebody told me where these originate from. He does have a chip on his lip. It's got a lip chip. We're gonna wait on that. My favorite aisle, the tchotchke aisle. I still don't love glass. For those of you who have tricked into thinking that I love glass, I don't. I still don't love glass, even after that wonderful pickup a couple of weeks ago. Talking about glass, you ready for this? My daughter, Mellissa, many of you know her on YouTube and Instagram and eBay, and she has her own website, Freshbloominclothing, has done the most amazing private purchase. I am hoping, I'm going to encourage her to film it. She did a glass pickup. You will not believe, I'm not exaggerating, you will not believe the stuff she got. It is crazy. I went along and helped her pack up glass from a private buy. I think she's still picking up, I'm going to say over 1,000 pieces maybe. It's a lot, but gorgeous. All right. This is a little basket. I think that's the pinwheel pattern. See, I still don't know. I still don't know. I see a kitty cat. Oh, is this to give a cat a drink? What is going on there? Do cats drink lemonade? First I thought it was a little cat treat jar, but it's got a spout on it. So I'm not sure what that's about. All right, call out if he sees something. Got an owl. He looks like a Target piece. Or someplace else. Another home store. We have a very fancy princess lady. from Ross. I do like these jars. I've seen these before. Sunflower pattern. When I looked at them, these tops are very hard to get off. Like even these, I can't get these off. I'm not going to even struggle. But that is a pretty little canister jar. I do like those, but I think the tops were made wrong. You really need like a screwdriver to pop them off. All right, we have a piece of glass. It's purple, $1.99. It does have the Ponto mark. I don't know, it feels like new glass. I'm not quite sure if there are telltale signs to tell vintage from new. It is lovely. But after all of that glass that I picked up, yeah, I don't have any more knowledge. Maybe a little bit more. Not much. Okay, I just found this sitting here. There was another shopper kind of in front of it. And I don't ever like to just cut in front of somebody. I did pick it up and asked him if he wanted it, if he was buying it. And he said, nope, you are. So shout out to the person I don't know who let me take this beautiful vase. See, now this has got a lot of weight to it. I'm almost thinking this is Czechoslovakian. Czechoslovakian. I can't say that word. You guys have corrected me. Thank you for the help. I will try to practice saying it. Czechoslovakian. Did I say it right? I hope I did. Either way, this is going in the cart. This is stunning. I'm really hoping it glows. We are looking good. First thing in the morning. Nothing like getting ready in the morning and heading out to go thrifting. First thing. One of my favorite things to do to ease into the day. Who is this? Centrum, made in China. Exclusively for Centrum. Isn't Centrum vitamins? That would be a very big pill that would fit in there. It's a hard pill to swallow. We have a little Santa sitting on a snowflake dish. Made in China. I'm going to stick him up here. I don't think this is old. $2.99. What kind of decor would you use, you know, in your home to put something like this on your shelf? Leave a comment down below. Is it primitive? Maybe if you have a primitive style home? Oh, look. Is he a cranky pig? No. I need him to be having a bad day in order to buy him. He came from Ross. I love a good angry pig. I remember one time I picked up a figurine and it was an angry pig. You guys might have been around then. It was quite a while ago. And it was a struggle to sell him. So funny. My camera just died right in the middle of saying how my camera's not been doing well. I do bring extra batteries with me. I've popped in a new battery, 100% now, so we should be good for the rest of the video. But like I was saying, a GoPro has served me really well. I know Josh, Hairy Tornado, talks about he upgraded his camera from a GoPro to another brand when he got a new one. So I might be checking that out. It's nothing worse than thinking you're filming and then you get home and you don't have footage of something because the camera shut off. It's a very tiny screen. So to keep an eye on the shelves and keep an eye on your camera screen is a challenge and not bump into people. But I think we're doing okay. We're gonna go down the art aisle while waiting for new carts to come out. Look at this shadow box framed art. An owl made with, what is he made out of? I don't think those are real feathers. They might be. It almost looks like a carved wood shaving. $4.99. That is very cool. Collector's case, 8x10. That is very cool. I've not seen that before. We're gonna grab him. Let's see if we can find any miniatures. They're becoming so rare. I think everybody caught on to the whole miniature art situation. All those YouTubers telling them about it. Present company accepted. I never talked about it. Only like 1,000 times. Saying, I love miniature art. All right, we have some big pieces down here. This is interesting. That almost looks like Liberty of London piece of material. That's beautiful. Too big to ship. I wonder who that is. We're gonna bring it out. Oh, I also see a needle point right there. We're gonna look at both pieces if I can move this along. All right, this is modern. Isn't that pretty? I like that fabric. This is Walmart. Shocking. Great job, Walmart. That would be lovely for a serene piece in a bedroom. All right, this is older. I journeyed to the rainbow's end and found not gold, but you, my friend, 1993. Oh, I wish it was a little bit older. So the needlepoint was made, is that cross stitch, in 1993, and they used an old frame for it. They did a great job, but I don't think that's old enough. I know. So 93 is what, 7 and 25, 32 years old? If I did that math correct. I only had a half a cup of coffee this morning, so don't expect me to do math. I love how the English call it maths. They put an S on it. When I do maths. What is this? It's like a watercolor, but it's water stained. It's interesting. It's interesting. There's a dress. That's joie. That is beautiful. Good for you, joie. What are they getting for it? $10. Green tag, so it's not on sale. That is very pretty print. All right, we have some big art here. Whoa. See, now that is really an amazing price for these. $20 a piece. If you have a big house or a large couch, those would be lovely in back of it. I think that's a great price. Why is this little modern lamp from Livabliss, in other words, Amazon, why is that $20? I'm not understanding. Is there something that I'm not getting? $20? That's crazy. I can't imagine that's $20 new. Maybe I don't know that brand. Maybe it's this valuable brand, or maybe it's because it's orange and people will want it for Halloween. I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is there, Goodwill. Oh, that's a different piece of glass. I think this is modern, newer. Now I'm just going to take guesses at everything and pretend I know what I'm talking about. When I went with Mellissa and Barry to the house that was doing the private sale, Melissa's putting the stuff on consignment for them, so she's consigning their beautiful collection. This couple has collected for over 50 years. Gorgeous. We were all talking about different brands like Yadro and Lalique and all the fun names, and I was just throwing names out there. I didn't know what I was talking about. All right, that's kind of cool. Who's making that? Okay, so it's $9.99. The battery is not included. That is quite unique. I don't know what to say about that. I have no thoughts on that. I usually have thoughts on everything. Where did that even come from? Right after I showed you those two bird pieces of art, somebody grabbed them. I love that. Absolutely love that. I mean, it wasn't 30 seconds after I filmed them. So glad to see that somebody found them and loved them, and they won't go to the landfill. We have a fish here. Oh, he is Pottery. What is going on here? Let's see if I can do this without breaking him. Wow. Okay, that is very interesting. I don't think I'm going to buy him because he has a chipped tail, but... And is that a stamp? I want to know who made him. Super interesting. Okay, why do I almost want that? I'm going to put him in the cart so we can look him up and learn about him. Chip and all. A little bit of chipping up top too. It looks like the paint is chipped up top. That looks artist made to me. All right, let's see if we can gently do this without hurting anything. Okay, this really has my attention. I think it's Raku pottery. It's definitely pottery. Looks like the clay is white. It has an iridescent glaze in spots. I don't know if the eye is made out of metal or if that's just painted like that. So my best guess is going to be raku pottery with the iridescent glaze. It was fired in a kiln, and it's a piece of sculpture to hang on a wall. That's all my guesses. I will Google images later to see if anything is correct of what I just said, but I think I'm buying this for me. I know, I'm in love with him. I think I'm gonna put him over the sink in the garage. I think I have a bare wall there, and I think that would be fantastic so I can enjoy him. Wow. Wow, wow. That is quite the dusting project. That is a big floral piece. You have to have a big space for that. That must be, I'm gonna guess, 4 feet across. Maybe even close to 5. That thing is big. I don't know if it's gonna translate how big it is. All right, another cart coming out down there of big stuff. I just saw a man walk past that had oars, like rowing oars, and I was like, oh, where did he get those oars? I'm like, Carol, what are you gonna do with oars? I don't know. I might put them on the side of my house. I get excited for the strangest things. Okay, this is Elements. I don't think we want that. That's a break waiting to happen. A piece of pottery did get broken when I shipped it out. Of course, I made the buyer whole and refunded them completely. I've never had good luck submitting claims to USPS. For me, it's just part of the business where you just, sorry about that, where you just, like, I don't know, you have no recourse but to just refund your buyer. USPS will tell you that your items have insurance, but in reality, to get them to honor that has been very much a struggle for me. I give them photos, I show them the invoice of what the buyer paid. Supposedly there's $100 insurance in this item. I think I had to refund $45, including the shipping, so it wasn't horrible. But I wish that was better in this business. I wish there was some way to prove, you know, I know how to pack stuff. Look at how many items I ship out, but USPS doesn't care about that stuff. All right, we have some tools. Do I need tools? I might need to dig a hole. Gator blade. $7.99. Oh, this is Fiskars. I'll just use the electric trimmer we have. Do we want this? I need your opinion. For real. This piece just came out. $20. It definitely has age. I have no idea what this is. It almost seems like a magic trick box, but it's not. How does this open? Okay. Oh, it is a magic box. Would you guys buy something like this? $20. I wish I knew what this was. Is it a tea chest? I don't think so. All right, leave your best guess on what this is and if you would buy it. I want to know. That is so unique. I think I'm going to leave it, but I'm tempted. I don't think this would do well on Facebook Marketplace by me, but I appreciate all of your knowledge if you guys have any knowledge. I realized that you guys would need a better view. So this is what this looks like. I think we're missing a drawer here. Okay, so it does have the slide open top to get to the drawers. But I'm really thinking, okay, this might be the drawer that's on this side because see the little metal handle. What is this? Yeah, I think it's, but if it was missing a drawer, that would be in the way of sliding, but this doesn't slide correctly. All right, now I'm just talking. But I wanted to put it up on my cart so you guys could have a really good view of it. It's all handmade, it looks. You know, and my mind says, oh, get it, get it. But I mean, who's really going to buy this? Especially if it's missing this piece, which I think it is. I think this drawer probably slides out this way, and this drawer, oh, never mind. That's so funny. And this drawer, no, that's not it. $20. Yeah, I really like this piece, but this is a hard thing for me to sell. I'm gonna leave it. I hope this isn't worth like $2,000. You can't buy everything. You just can't in this business. I have so many opportunities to buy besides what I show here, you know, in thrift stores. There are private buys, there are auctions, there are people coming to me wanting me to buy all of their inventory. I get offers every day. Hey, Karen, buy my stuff. I'm like, I can only buy so much. All right, I'm leaving it. Okay, so this is the deciding factor. If it had whatever piece is missing here, I would buy it. But I think that lowers the value greatly. But I still want to hear your thoughts on what this is. I think I'm starting to look for wood items for our kitchen counters. We are going to do the floating shelves, and I figured it would be nice to put some wood in the kitchen to warm up the space. And we do have the wood look floors. They're just like Click and Lock. They're not even Pergo. I don't know what they're called. Vinyl, I'm going to say. This is not for the kitchen. And is it even wood? Red Mill Manufacturing. Okay, I've had these before. I think he would bring maybe 13 to 18. What do they want from $2? I'm going to wait on that. Back to what we were talking about, wood items. So I'm thinking maybe a tray by the stove, a round tray, like a tiered tray to put all the oils and the salt and pepper and all of that. Going to be on the hunt for that. Besides plants for the patio and all the other things I'm looking for our house. I don't see any of those trays or tiered stands today, but I see them quite often. So I will probably be getting something like that for the kitchen. Are these L.E. Smith? The green looks very familiar. Oh, surprise. Totally fooled me. Is that a lampshade? I don't think it's a lampshade. Because how would that stay on? Am I being silly about this? I feel like the rim is too shallow to go into the thing unless your light bulb holds it on. Or this goes on the plastic socket or the metal socket. I don't know. There's 3 of them. Maybe they came from a lamp. I don't have time for that. Interesting though. All right, we did this aisle, didn't we? Did we do this aisle? We did. We're all over the place. Holiday stuff. Do we want anything holiday-ish? We do, but we want like shiny bright ornaments. We want nativity sets from Italy. What else do we like to get? We like tinsel trees that are genuinely vintage. All right, yes, we were on this aisle because we saw him. I don't know why I'm back down the same aisle. I think because new things come out and I always feel like I'm gonna miss something if something else got put on the shelf. Who's FP? Fisher Price? Fitz and Floyd? No, I don't know. Now all of you are gonna say, it's not Fitz and Floyd, it's Fitz and Floyd. I know that. We kind of have a nautical theme going on at the house outside. So we did paint the house white. Surprise, surprise. We have a compass hanging and a very large sun. Do I want nautical lanterns? You know, when another shopper walked past me with wooden oars, I thought, wow, that'd be really cool to hang wooden oars on the outside of the house. Kind of more like, I don't know, like a sea theme rather than a beach theme. Does that even make sense? There are 2 of these. And we do have steps going into the house. Let me see if I can stand back. I kind of like these. Okay, I think that's plexiglass, which is actually good. I don't have to worry about glass breaking. I could put battery-operated candles in them. How much do they want for them? $6.99. This is probably going to be $9.99 and $6.99. I think I'm going to grab these and put these outside. Maybe I'll even hang my fish outside. You never know about these things. Sometimes, even if you have a picture in your head, you got to try all the things till it all works out. All right, now I need battery-operated candles, like the pillar candles. All right, where can I put this? I'm gonna have to move things around. See if I can gently just put it there. I know all of you guys are going, you're gonna squish your stuff. All right, I think that completes this shopping trip. We did really well today. Did we want anything else? I don't think so. I think we've seen everything. Now there are new carts still coming out. Well, this is funny. It's a wood sign that doesn't say anything at all. No wool words. So there are new carts still coming out, but I think we're going to end it here because I have to go to the bank. I have to go to the post office. I have to go back home and pack and ship like 20 breakables, which is not my favorite thing. That will take quite a few hours. I will just put on probably a podcast and listen to something, have a snack, and then just get right to work. Let's just take a peek down the aisle and see if any other new carts are out. They're not. All right. Love you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.